Today we are going to solve by using the quadratic formula for x squared minus 4x equals 1. So, to start this problem out, first we want to set our equation up like the quadratic equation, which our quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. As we can see, our x squared minus 4x equals 1 is not set up like that yet. We need to set this to 0. By doing that, we'll subtract 1 from both sides to get rid of the 1 from the right side. So let's subtract 1. So now we have x squared minus 4x minus 1 equals 0. Remember, whatever we do to one side, we have to do the same to the other side. So now we are set up like our quadratic equation, set to 0. So back to the quadratic formula, which states that the variable we are solving for, in this case x, equals negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. And the values for a, b, and c in the formula come from the coefficients on our three terms in our trinomial. The value for a comes from the coefficient on the x squared term, which in this case is 1. So our a will equal 1. Our b value comes from the coefficient on the x term, which in this case is negative 4. So our b will equal negative 4. And finally, our c term will come from our constant term, which in this case is negative 1. So c equals negative 1. Now we have all of our values for a, b, and c, and we can plug them into our quadratic formula. So we'll have x equals, now we have negative b, which our b equals negative 4, but plugging a negative into a negative will give us a positive, so we'll just put a 4. Plus or minus our b squared, so that's our b again, our negative 4 squared minus 4 times our a equals 1. And then we want to plug our c value in. Our c equals negative 1. And it's all divided by 2 times a, and our a is 1. So now we want to simplify under this radical, which we have negative 4 squared, which a negative number squared is always going to be a positive. So that will be 16. And now we have 4 times 1, which is 4, times negative 1, which is negative 4. So we have 16 minus a negative 4, which gives us 20. So we'll put our 4 plus or minus square root of 20 over 2 times 1, which is just 2. Now here we have a square root of 20, which can break up further into, let's see, 5 and 4. Because 5 times 4 equals 20. And we can take the square root of 4, which is going to be 2. So let's rewrite this again. 4 plus or minus, so square root of 4 is going to be 2. Square root of 5, we just leave 5 under the radical, all over 2. Here we can reduce this further because we have common numbers here, so our 2's will cancel, be 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So now we are left with x equals 2 plus or minus the square root of 5. And that is going to be our final answer. And I have a video here to show you just to help you memorize the quadratic formula a little bit better.